Here's another video from my new favorite lol cow.
Hello everyone, this is the Marian Catholic coming to you with charity and clarity. Never in the history of humanity has the institution of marriage come under such rigorous attack as it has in the latter part of the 20th century. It began with the introduction of no-fault divorce, which taught people to perceive marriage as merely a human contract that is entirely subject to the will of the parties involved.
Yes, how horrible it is that those damn liberals insist that marriage be consensual.
Once this perception was given, it was a very short step to the introduction of contraception around the same time. If couples have complete control over marriage as such, it follows that they should also have complete control over the marital act and its natural consequences.
So people engaged in the marital act shouldn't have complete control over it?
It should be no surprise, therefore, that abortion was introduced in 1973 in the wake of contraception.
Abortion was introduced in 1973? I think you mean it was federally legalized in 1973. I'm pretty sure its introduction predates that by several millennia.
But of course, this diabolic train wreck does not stop there, but culminates in the redefining of marriage itself, an act for which the homosexuals have been clamoring for many years. If marriage is merely a legal contract that can be dissolved on a whim, then there is nothing to prevent marriage from being defined according to those whims. The result is the breakdown of the family and the destruction of society.
How about you give us a timeline for when exactly this destruction of society is going to occur? I haven't seen it yet. If you just keep repeating "it'll happen eventually," then this claim is unfalsifiable and vacuous.
Marriage is the bedrock of society. Faithful marriages produce stable families who become vibrant contributors to society. Broken marriages produce dysfunctional families who perpetuate that dysfunction into society.
What do you mean by broken marriages? If you mean marriages that are dysfunctional, then wouldn't it be better to allow such couples to divorce? And what does this have to do with same-sex marriage? If a gay couple is in a happy and stable marriage, what damage could that possibly do to society?
Sheriff Gerges, author of What is Marriage? A Defense, makes it very clear to all the proponents of redefining marriage that science is not on your side. Every case study, every poll, and every data point unanimously demonstrates that people in healthy, lifelong traditional marriages are happier and tend to live longer than those who are divorced and remarried.
So why wouldn't that also be true of same-sex marriages?
They also show that children fare much better in a stable home environment with both a father and a mother.
Better than what? Children raised by married same-sex parents? Citation needed. There's a study homophobes love to cite which compared children raised by married heterosexual couples to children raised by gay parents of other kinds of marital status, but that's comparing apples to oranges. When you control for things like stability, economic resources, etc., the evidence shows that the sex and sexual orientation of the parents is irrelevant to the well-being of the children. As Michael Lamb, head of the Department of Social and Developmental Psychology at Cambridge, says, it is beyond scientific dispute that the factors that account for the adjustment of children and adolescents are the quality of the youth's relationships with their parents, the quality of the relationships between the parents or significant adults in the youth's lives, and the availability of economic and socio-emotional resources. These factors affect adjustment in both traditional and non-traditional families. The parent's sex or sexual orientation does not affect the capacity to be good parents or their children's healthy development. There is also no empirical support for the notion that the presence of both male and female role models in the home promotes children's adjustment or well-being.